Have you ever noticed how single women often just glow differently? How it's just not in your head? There is a reason for that. And it's because single women carry an energy, an essence about them. It's almost impossible to ignore. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys why being single, and particularly being a single woman, is one of the most empowering seasons of your life to manifest the life you desire to live. So let's dive in. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. My name is Andrea Johnson, and I am your mystical muse, your manifestation mind, your spiritual inspiration. So let's just jump right into it, and let me grab my matcha. So the number one aspect we'll say about being single is you get to discover what your energy actually is. And this is the biggest blessing in disguise, we'll say, about being single, and one that I completely think that people overlook is getting to know thyself. And that is getting to know your energy. When we are single, guys, our energy is not intertwined with another partner, another relationship. When we are with our partners, our energies intertwine on the spiritual plane. When we are single, we actually get to know who it is that we truly are without the influence of another relationship to sway from our authenticity, so shall we say. AKA, you can sit with yourself and not give a damn or be anything for anybody because all you got is you. So the energy that you're sitting with in your big apartment by yourself is all yours. And when you're alone, you don't have to pour your attention or your energy into another partner, into children, into things that grab your attention. Your attention is energy, my friends. Your attention is everything. And that is why it is so fought for in the world. All of your life force can be redirected inward towards your passions, towards your purpose, towards your health, and towards your spirituality when you are living alone. And needless to say, if you don't even know what that is, you can figure it out just by setting the intention to understand yourself, because that is the only energy you will be getting familiar with, especially if you want to go hermit mode and level yourself up. Because, my loves, we have the gift of the mind of God. So what this means is we have God's intention, and where intention goes, energy flows. And the mind you cannot shut off. But the gift behind this is, since your energy is all that truly exists when you're single, by yourself, where you place your attention, your full force of energy can go there to create. Yes, this concentrated energy makes you magnetic AF. You can feel it, and other people can feel it. Now, yes, this season of singlehood may have some ups and downs like a roller coaster, depending upon how you have to unwire and untangle your energy from maybe a partner that you are no longer interactive with. So that can take some ego deaths. At the same time, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And when you work on yourself and you see that light and you have faith and you keep moving forward, and you keep detoxing, allowing the body to rid itself of your ex-partner's energy, and you keep getting to know yourself, and getting to know thyself is getting to know thy passions, getting to know your pain points, what you would like to create in your life. It's truly understanding what is in alignment with your soul. Now you are alone with your own energy. You're not under the influence of anybody else. And yes, guys, we subconsciously are influenced by other people's energies. This is just how it works. This is just how the energies dance with one another when relationships interact. It's part of it. This is why this season of singleness, being alone, hermit mode, is so powerful. Now, let's go into the feminine side of the singleness and the manifestation. Because guys, being a single woman, I do believe personally has, I want to say, more benefits than being a single man. And I'm sorry, men, this is not directed at you. We are just talking biology here, because the feminine energy is magnetic. And we know this because if you think of what the feminine is, she is the life giver, the bearer of life and creation, the portal of the womb of the world, the portal between heaven and earth exists within the woman's body. AKA our biology, our hormones naturally give us a hack to be more in alignment with our intuition, our spirituality. Men's hormones give them more in alignment to be the protectors of the material world. And together we can create a dynamic duo in which we can have a sacred dance of energies and where we can elevate one another. Being in your feminine, guys, naturally that is what magnetizes and manifests in the physical world. Yes, you do need action, and this is where technically the man is more of the master behind action, but it is the feminine that provides said energy to, we'll say, inspire, to attract, to basically manifest the action, to move the physical. Both male and female have said energies. We are both, but because of female biology, we have better access to it. We are naturally it without trying. Living alone, if you are a woman, it gives you the chance to then place your intention, your focus, your energy on yourself, to then start nurturing yourself. So what you are going to be doing when you are nurturing yourself, when you are showing yourself love, when you are directing your intention inward, you are going to be magnetizing yourself times 10. When you are showing yourself love, when you are nurturing yourself, your magnetism is going to be amplified out the wazoo. We're just going to say that, and you are going to feel it, and you are literally going to be glowing. Your aura is literally going to be glowing. You will feel it. You're going to be radiating and feeling this warm, loving, nurturing, happy little girl energy. And the greatest thing about this is what I have discovered living alone. This is where most people think that you need the masculine, which essentially, yes, you will have to have a balance of both. But this is where the universe steps in, Father Spirit steps in, and actually plays the role of the masculine to be the provider for the feminine. You are the feminine, and the universe is playing the masculine role, right? And the more that you are allowing yourself to receive, really the less you have to do, and the universe steps in and does it for you, because it is Father Spirit consciousness, right? Universal consciousness is more the masculine energy. This is what I have figured out. So the more I relax into my feminine, it is very true. You do not have to do much. You don't need a man. And things just don't, they don't pop out of nowhere. What I'm saying is the universe will show up in different ways in the material world to provide for you, basically through other people, most likely, maybe through other men, but they will do things for you. You will have opportunities that you didn't have before. Things fall away, or opportunities, or job promotions, or money coming in, things like that, random coincidences. So essentially, women, you can master the physical world alone if you're in your feminine energy. The universe will show up and provide for you. It's going to show up in safety and opportunities through material gain. It's going to show up as this father energy, the divine masculine, provision of the universe. It's going to even show up as Mother Earth energy, because she is our love and support, and she provides the home for the physical to even be built on, the foundation of our very life, correct? So she is going to have to actually play a role in this as well too. But through parents, Mother Earth, Father Spirit, you don't even need really parents. Those are your parents. Those will provide your safety and your support. And when you are in your feminine, you will naturally receive it. So let's talk about breaking the biological illusion, is what I call it. This can be challenging, especially in today's society, because it can be hard to stay single when society likes to imprint upon us that we need to be with somebody, we need to be married by a certain age, and also our biology. What I have experienced for myself as far as feeling the pressures of society and feeling my worth being put into either a wife or a mother and not having those things and feeling like I needed those things to be complete. I had to work through that while also having to work through breaking the illusion of what I call body consciousness. And this was my body actually not feeling safe without a partner. And this is what I feel like a lot of people come to find unconsciously. They don't feel safe alone because technically man and woman were made in a pair. So we desire partnership. If you're not used to being single, or if you're not used to being complete on your own, you will hunt for the other person, for another partner to help complete whatever energy that you need providing for. So for myself, it was a feeling of safety. I looked for partners to help me feel safe. And I found that when I was alone, that was a challenge for me because my body was not feeling safe alone. That was my primal, whatever you want to call it, was hunting for a mate of masculine energy to help me basically survive in the material world. It was not aware that women can now survive easier in today's society than back in the day. Even how marriage started was by contract, not just for material gain, guys, but it was for the woman's safety and for a man to have a companion. Even back in the day, we knew these things, guys, that humans needed these things. The man needs the love of a woman, and the woman needs the protection of a man. But the truth will set you free, because you don't need it. You can cultivate the safety and the provision within yourself. If you work on yourself and you heal the pain points that are driving your biology, your mindset, whatever trauma that you have that has caused this within you, whatever kind of social conditioning that you have, whatever worth that you're pouring into having another partner that you are not pouring into yourself, right? Whatever completeness that you are not feeling whole in. When you give that to yourself, and when you trust yourself enough, and the universe or God or whatever you want to say, for safeness, well then you always be looking externally for it outside of yourself, and you will never feel complete. You will never have that breaking the illusion, right? Until you heal that. And most women, guys, why they are not as magnetic when they are with a partner is because they are pouring themselves into their partners, into the man. A lot of what we see today, guys, is toxic relationships. And this is what happens when the woman is giving her love, her magnetism to her partner, and she's draining. And it's not just the partner. She's giving it to her partner. She's giving it to her children. She has also, in today's society, has to be maybe even a provider, but has to work a 9-to-5 as well too. Has to be the nurturer. You know, the woman is now expected to play both roles in the household, whereas before she was just the nurturer. She was just the epicenter of love, right? It's no longer like that. And when women are overgiving, and it's nobody's fault essentially but our own, but because of our social conditioning and how we were brought up and our trauma and lack of boundaries and lack of self-love, codependency mechanisms, insert XYZ here, of why you are or women are the way that they are in the overgiving, the lack of boundaries, or why they are not loving themselves, is why they are not as magnetizing anymore. Their attention is not on themselves. They lose that glow. Their attention is now on all the other things that is needed for survival. They put themselves last, essentially. And then because of this, when you don't fill your own cup first, then everything else truly does suffer. And so do you. You start actually getting cold. You actually start becoming more of the masculine energy rather than the feminine, and it throws your biology out of whack. It throws your hormones off. Your stress levels go through the roof. So, do I think this can be fully avoided in life as we are living it today? No, I truly don't, unless you make a crap ton of money and have perfect systems in place and have a very perfect supportive partner, or you have a perfect supportive partner that you have that perfect dynamic of energies where you know one another and you can support one another in each and whichever way that you need, aka how the way that love should be is the level of respect and giving what you need despite of the way that you feel. Another video. So when all of that is taken away, when you don't have the children, or in my case, I don't have kids, but maybe if you don't have your kids with you, or if you no longer have that toxic relationship, or maybe it's not around as much, it's not as loud in your presence anymore, right? Maybe you started doing the internal work, you started turning your focus more on you, right? Or maybe you set the intention to take 5 minutes out of your day to just work on you, to give yourself some form of self-love. These little tiny acts of self-love do add up over time. They compound. Magnetism over time. You will feel the shift. This is why being alone, being single, being a woman is the most empowering season that you could ever ask for. And this is why relationships are so powerful and our greatest teachers, because they can either build us or they can break us. But it will be you that determines what it does. Because ideally, the relationships, the ideal ones, should be building you and adding to your energy. So the key with knowing your energy and knowing your power is redirecting it and turning it inward. This is going to be what magnetizes shit quick, is when you can focus on yourself and start self-nurturing you, giving you what you need, right? Without self-judgment, whatever it so may be. You're going to have faster manifestation. You're going to be elevated in your radiance and your beauty and your softness and your love. The woman is going to just level up. And this is why you see women level up and even look better physically when they leave toxic relationships. It is because the energy of the male was dragging them down. It was heavy. It was very heavy and dangerous, honestly, to the body even. You're gonna see women have growth in their career when they focus on themselves. In business, you're gonna have deeper magnetism and opportunities present themselves to you. And it's an abundance. And you don't even really have to try. You just have to sink more into your feminism and self-love and nurture. You just have to sit and focus on you. Honestly, receive. Because even if sitting in silence and sitting back with yourself, the wisdom of silence is God. And that provides everything for you. You become unstoppable when you love and you nurture yourself first. Man or woman, but woman, we got this. We are the queens. I truly believe back in the day, women was the top dog. If you're feeling guilty, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling sorry for yourself about being single, it is one of the most empowering seasons of your life. Please do not waste it. You've got to shift your focus to see the positivity in this. No matter if you're male or female, this being single is not a waiting room. It is a season of power. It is seriously the best time to build yourself so then you can attract a partner that can meet you at that level of energy, and then you build one another, right? If even you ever want a partner, because you're satisfied with yourself being complete on your own. If one comes, great. So let yourself hold the keys to creation. Let yourself sink into your feminine. Let yourself be provided for, by the Father, by the divine masculine, by Father Spirit, by the universe, manifestation, opportunities, by Mother Earth, the support and the groundedness. Your parents, essentially, not in physical form, but in spiritual. Let those energies provide for you. This is your time to glow. This is your time to attract. This is your time to radiate. This is your time to level the frick up. You are worthy. You are love. You're magnetism. And you truly don't have to be anybody but yourself. You just have to allow it. Sending you guys all my light and all my love. Satnam. Oh my god. Candles out the ass. I'm gonna light on myself on fire one of these days.